Okay, I think we are live. Cool. So I'm Hitesh, the founder of Advisor CRM and L2B Digital. In this short training today, I want to kind of go through how financial advisors can show their authority and experience using AI written blog posts. So we all know sort of AI is the shiny new thing on the block. It can certainly do some amazing things. From my experience, it can definitely help save a lot of time when it comes to your marketing efforts. I don't think it can replace what you can do, but it could certainly support your day-to-day activities and then just speed up the process. So I just want to go through kind of how financial advisors can create blog content in this particular training, just some considerations, and we'll go through some examples too. So before you do anything, and not just blog writing, but anytime marketing, I think it's important you first understand your ideal customer. So basic demographics from age, where do they live, what are they interested in, what are they wanting to achieve, say, in their retirement, go into detail about who they are, and that will help with your content. The next thing is really then is to understand what are the common questions, pains around the product services you offer in relation to their desired outcomes. So let's say they're thinking about retirement. Now, what common questions could they have about retirement? For example, how much money do I need? Or how do I plan my income? What about life insurance, health insurance? What about going on holiday? So think about all those things there, because the more information you get from these two sort of sections, you can then basically plug that into the AI. And the more specific you are with AI, the better the outcome. I think you've heard the expression garbage in, garbage out. So do your homework and AI will do the heavy lifting for you. So in this example, I just want to go through kind of how using ChatGPT, I'll just put in here for the reference. You can use AI to suggest some blog headlines, even write the copy, and then even create lead magnets and things like that too. One final point to get across really. So I believe AI should be used to speed up the process, and always check the work that they produce that it's factually correct, including kind of localization and things like that. So what I found with, say, writing UK-based sort of content is that by default, it normally results back to America or the USA rather. So it's important to get your localization in place. And although the information I think will be anywhere from 85% accurate, make sure it's correct, get someone else to check on it, proofread it, and even obviously compliance too. So if you want to head over to chat.openai.com, I think you can still create free accounts, or the pro accounts are sort of, I think, $20 a month. I think it's not a lot. So the first thing I want to do really is let's say I want to talk about retirement planning, and let's say I want sort of 4 blog post ideas on retirement planning. So please suggest 4 blog post headlines on retirement in the USA. So we'll just give this a minute. So as you can see here, it's actually given us some decent sort of topics. Now, if you wanted to narrow this further, we could say refine the above to include how with, say, 250K or more can retire. So as you can see here, it's actually then refining a step further. And then we can even go again, if we want, include an example about retirement income and 401ks. Now this one, to be fair, is a bit vague, but you get the idea. So let's say you're now happy with those titles. I would then say, right, take number 1 and write EA, say 600. Let's do a bit shorter one for time. Word blog post. So now we'll actually go through and spit everything out. So again, you'll have to check the content, but you can see how much time this is saving you already. when I use AI, I like to go through a number of iterations until you get your prompts sort of kind of dialed in, if you like. It's always good to then review as well. Then what you could do with this one is say, include a call to action in the book blog post to book in a free retirement planning session. Now, as you can see here, it hasn't rewritten the article, but it's actually appended this at the bottom. So it's why it's important to actually be very specific if you need it to be. So let's say we got the blog content. Let's say we want, I don't know, 5 LinkedIn posts promoting it. So write me 5 LinkedIn social media posts promoting the above. Now, just to add, there are other AI tools available that will actually create images and creatives for you based on your content. So it's definitely worth checking those out as well. Then you could also go a step further. You could say, give me 3 lead magnet ideas based on the above. So what you can do really is, if once you've got your core topics, say, let's say retirement income for argument's sake, you can then create a suite of content which is going to be used to schedule on your website, your social media posts, and you can have months worth of content literally in, I'd say, an hour or 2. If you really plan it out, this will do 85% of the list, the lifting. I hope you found this training useful today. If you have any questions, please let me know, whether it's sign up to ChatGPT or kind of how you can leverage this a bit more. Just drop me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next training next week.